midst of a life-threatening pandemic, you'll still find those green and pink pamphlets on the streets advertising so-called doctors promising to cure all of your ailments, while others vow to give you the winning lotto numbers. Well, 2 men posing as medical practitioners were arrested in the Northern Cape this past weekend. They are foreign nationals from the Democratic Republic of Congo and were employed by a registered doctor in Delpotshoop. Is this a growing problem, and how prevalent is this? Christopher Tsatswane is with the Health Professions Council and joins us live now to discuss this. Thank you so much for joining us. What happened in this specific case?
Good morning, Anika, and good morning to viewers at home. In terms of this incident, we got a tip-off from members of the public who actually got in touch with our inspectorate office, after which we conducted an operation in conjunction with the South African Police Service, where we identified that there are some 2 doctors or bogus doctors who are not registered with the council. And we have since opened a case against them, and they are appearing in court today.
Christopher, I mean, how can a patient make sure that their doctor is in fact legitimate? Because you go in with an element of trust to a doctor's rooms, and you don't necessarily look for a certificate to make sure that they are in fact a registered practitioner.
Anika, I think that's a very good question. It is for that reason that as the Health Professions Council of South Africa, we would like to caution members of the public to indicate that they have a responsibility to ask their doctors for their practice cards as well as their registered or registration number, just to ensure that the doctor that they are making use of is actually registered with the council. And they can also, if members of the public are not able to do that, they are welcome to also get in touch with our call center on 012-338-9300, just to establish if the medical practitioner they are making use of is registered with the council.
I suppose, Christopher, what happens is you walk into the doctor's room and you really have no idea, possibly until something's gone horribly wrong, that your doctor is in fact not legitimate and probably hasn't even been to medical school. So what does one do after they've already caused the damage?
Well, the process that can be followed is to report that particular health practitioner to us as the Health Professions Council of South Africa. Once that complaint has been lodged, we will investigate the matter to establish indeed if there is any professional wrongdoing or misconduct on the part of the practitioner, and we will also be able to establish if that practitioner is qualified as well as experienced in the space within which they operate. And if they were to be found guilty, there are quite a number of sanctions that can be effected. Some of them includes the practitioner being sentenced to at least not more than 12 months in jail. They can also have their registration, if they are registered by any chance, they can also have their registration removed, or they can also be fined. So those are some of the options that members of the public have and to be able to get their matter attended to.
I mean, this issue of the 2 doctors in the Northern Cape, the medical practitioner who hired these 2 gentlemen, he was also at fault as well, because clearly he didn't check for their credentials. Are you seeing this as a growing problem?
Yes, Anika, it is indeed a growing concern, because recently we've been having an increased number of bogus doctors who are operating throughout our country. Just to go to the question relating to the doctor who he himself is registered, he has just been making use of unregistered practitioners. What we are going to do is to bring that to the attention of the relevant professional board, so that that registered doctor's conduct can be investigated and make sure that a particular or relevant sanction is imposed to the registered doctor.
All right, thank you so much. That was Health Professions Council Christopher Tsatswana. Thank you so much for your time this morning.